Yeah.
So even though you're computing mutual information, there is no notion of coding in your whole framework.
Correct.
You assume your sources in some sense match the channel, so you can just
Exactly.
encode a transmission.
That's right. So all I'm this whole problem started with just the simple question of what's possible. So like, what is the mutual information for an abstract transmitter and an abstract receiver? In fact, this sort of started with it started way back when I was at the University of Toronto doing my postdoc, and the question that Ravi had for me was, okay, if you do this, is this useful? So let's calculate mutual information and see if the achievable rate is like 10 to the minus 6 bits per second or something, then it's probably not very useful. So that's really the research direction in which I've been going. And so coding is a natural next thing to look at. So it's not something that I've looked at all yet. No. Yes?
What is the mutual information represented in this framework?
So in this framework, mutual information, the results that I've showed you, let's go back to this. This result is mutual information in terms of bits per second. So the way I set it up is the discrete model. So in other words, time is partitioned into intervals. And at the beginning of an interval, I either send nothing or a single molecule. So again, we can argue about whether that is whether that's an appropriate transmitter model. But if since I'm picking one, that's obviously a lower bound of capacity. So what this is given all of those assumptions, it's the achievable rate in bits per second. We can also more generally, you can calculate mutual information in terms of bits for any cost. So that's one thing that I was trying to mention was you can translate this just by unit analysis into bits per molecule. So we know we have bits per unit time over here, and the x-axis suggests number of molecules per unit time. So we can rearrange that into the number of bits per molecule. So in other words, and this also touches on the question earlier about distinguishable molecules. So all these results are for undistinguishable molecules. So if you had two species of molecule, you could use them in independent channels and basically achieve twice this. Yes?
You know this work of Toby Berger on the concentration channel?
Yes, I'm aware.
It's a little bit related to that.
It's very closely related. So I would love to be able to talk to Toby about this. Unfortunately, he never published anything, as far as I know.
Yeah, I know the results pretty well.
Okay. I actually sent.
There's some conjecture, and they've not been able to. I think there's some problem with one of the proofs, and they've just not published it.
Oh, I see. So.
But I think when he gave his Shannon lecture, I think he mentioned it. It might be in his in the IT newsletter. I think he might have written something.
Okay. I should look that up. Yeah, but unfortunately, I haven't run across any conference paper or any journal paper of mine, which is kind of a problem for me. So.
Right.
I'd love to be able to compare what I have against even what he did that didn't work, but I don't.
I can tell you that.
Sure. Okay.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Can I thank the speaker?